Should call the past few videos I'm having hard drive issues, so I'm trying to use footage that I have for things I was planning on doing later, but I guess I'll have to do them now collection. And a while ago I was playing with somebody on, I think it was an alert on a Venus defense mission, and I've seen this happen a lot. Somebody threw the Zenistar out. Didn't think anything of it, because it's a Zenistar and it's the 300 days played login reward to get the Zenistar. This series of weapons is actually quite useful. A lot of people use the Zenistar on the defense, protect it. That's the main reason I put Blast on mine, was to cause them to fall over when they get close to it. Made it great for infested defense missions. But then all of a sudden there was 5 of these things popping up, and I couldn't figure out how they were doing this. This is something I never thought of when I originally got the Zenistar and started playing with it. My mind went straight to, can Ivara do this? But I never thought of Mirage for this. So I thought, I'm going to jump into Akkad. I think that's completely the wrong pronunciation for that, as always, and see how effective this thing is using Hall of Mirrors. For basic kind of proof of concept of this, all I'm going to do is set this off and throw one out, because it should stay out for quite a while, and because I do have things like primed reach in it, the enemies that come close to it should take quite an I'm not going to say a nice amount of damage, but it should stop them from getting to the pod. That is the main concern of this. You can see it's actually dealing a hell of a lot of damage. This is the main reason that this is an effective weapon for defense missions against the pod. Why Akkad? That's simply just because it's the highest level infested defense mission that I could think of. There's probably better places to do this, but that's actually staying out there for quite a lot longer than I expected. I thought this thing had a timer on it now, and it automatically comes back after so long. There it goes. I thought it did. I'm just gonna try bounce it off the floor, and then, yeah. That is a long range if it's hitting this guy over here. It's not hitting this guy, he's just playing on the box. You're just gonna, well, go away. Now, the main reason for this is to try it with more. Because you know what they say, more is better. And it should be 3 or 4 of them. 5. I actually managed to get all 5. And this should have a larger radius and just simply be better. So that's the only way I can put this. There's 5 of them, so it should be almost 5 times the damage. It's not really going to be much more of a range, it's going to be slightly more because they are grouped together. But it is very effectively, and I didn't really want to do this with me standing in the group, but they're trying to attack me over there, which doesn't really work that well. That is actually working really effectively, and there's the timer. Oh no, I'm reading the wrong one. The timer's in the top right, and it's coming back. The timer I was thinking of before is Hall of Mirrors timer. And boom. And I'm stuck under this thing. Whoa, that actually affected people behind us? Yeah, I'm still standing within its range. That's pretty useful. And this works much better than I thought it was going to. One last test. I have activated the Naramon focus tree, and I want to see if this that's not in the right place, will actually make me go invisible or not. It hasn't so far, and I'm hoping it will soon. I do want them a little bit, that's a perfect formation almost. I want it a little bit further this way so it actually deals damage to the people who are upstairs. I just have to kind of stand out of the way. It doesn't seem to be able to make me go invisible, but by actually hitting them with a melee weapon, doesn't seem to be making me go invisible either. That is a bit weird. And a bit of a shame. I need to find an enemy with a decent amount of health so I can try and get the crit to go off so I'll actually go invisible. I don't know what's going on. This weapon will not seem to make me go invisible on the Naramon focus tree. That's weird. Does it have crit? I don't actually have the stats of this weapon open at the minute. It seems to have a 5% crit chance, which is actually really low for this weapon. And throwing the thing out doesn't seem to do any crit at all. That is a huge shame. It does crit if you hit somebody with it. So doing that should still make you go invisible, but actually throwing it out does not seem to work at all with this. So it's actually a pretty effective thing either way, throwing out 5 of these. 1 seems to be enough to kind of stop them attacking it. 5 is a little bit overkill, but still works really well. I'm kind of enjoying this in a very weird way. But anyway, we'll leave this off here for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch yous next time.